part of the reason I created this TikTok channel is to share some synchronicities that I experience on a regular basis in the spiritual realm, if you will, just to build a community around these experiences and try to interpret them. Anyway, I went out this weekend to a restaurant, my wife and I, and typically we would drive. It was downtown Atlanta, but we decided to take an Uber, and when we Uber, typically we take the Uber Black because we like to be balling, you know, roll up in the big black Suburban, whatever. But this time we decided to just take a regular Uber. For number one, we didn't want to pay $130 some one way downtown as opposed to paying $39. That was a major factor because it was a Saturday. Anyway, so this is the first time taking a regular Uber downtown from the house. And I see that the lady's name is Stacy and that they are driving a gray Jeep Wrangler. So rolls up, vehicle's nice. Never really been in that vehicle before, but it was a nice vehicle. We proceeded to ride along, pretty quiet ride along the way, not much conversation taking place at all. And then the driver waves at another driver passing by, and my wife asks, I hear that's a tradition. The Jeep drivers wave to each other on the road. So if you have a Jeep, you know how that goes. You wave to each other and you have this signal of peace. Anyway, so that initiated the conversation about halfway through the ride. We're about 15 minutes into the ride. And then the driver asked for clarity of my name. And she said, "Is it Kwame?" I said, "Yes." She says, "Kwame, I was praying for you on the way to pick you up." Now, I've never met this lady, never rode this type of service before because, always in the Uber Black or whatever. She says, "I was praying for you because the Lord put it on my heart to share a message with you, and I wasn't going to say anything. But since we're talking now, I'm being compelled to say it because the Lord is telling me to give you this message." So she proceeds to give me this message. I happened to record it. She didn't know I recorded it, but I had to press video record just to get the audio version of it so I could listen to it again, which I have. But anyway, she goes on to tell me that she knows that I've been searching for a path in life and that I have a lot of different talents and skills, but they're not being utilized at this time, and that I've been spending some time by myself trying to figure out what my next steps will be in life. And she said that you're ready to go forward on the next step, but God needs you to do one thing. And she said that thing is to not drink any more alcohol. She said because alcohol is slowing down your mental capacity and it's keeping you from optimal health. And we need you in optimal health at your young age. She called me young, even though I'm in my 50s, so that as you grow older, you're able to continue to work in the capacity that you are designed to work. She says, to confirm what I'm saying, God is telling me that your stomach has been upset for the past few days. And it wasn't a sickness per se, but you've just felt an uneasiness in your stomach. And you've been pondering on top of that your next steps as you move forward. And at that moment, I realized this lady had a gift from God, because the day before and 3 days prior to that, my stomach was not to the point of being sick, but there was an uneasiness in my stomach that just felt uncomfortable, but I was able to function from day to day. But she goes on to tell me that if I continue on this path, take better care of my body as far as not drinking alcohol, because when I was younger, I used to get it in. And I still did so as an adult. I've toned it down a whole lot since not being employed in the school system anymore. I toned it down a lot when I became vested in different leadership positions within the districts that I've served. And then I toned it all the way down when I retire. You know, I drink a little beer here or there, but probably the accumulation of over all the years has had an effect on my body, and I know it has in different ways. And so the fact that she was able to speak directly to that at a moment's notice, and I wasn't drinking that day. I didn't smell like alcohol. I didn't look like alcohol. I didn't look drunk or anything. But she was able to pick that out and basically give me a whole bunch of other information during the last 15 minutes of that ride. It was amazing. And these are the types of synchronicities that happen on a daily basis. Maybe not to that magnitude, but they happen on a daily basis if we're paying attention. The synchronicities are everywhere, and the universe speaks to you, whether it's through other people or through nature or through books or even television or radio. You just have to be alert. The world is magic.